My mom, Blanca Kling, or Blanquita, as she was lovingly known by so many, arrived in the United States from La Paz, Bolivia in 1969 when she was just 17 years old. Her first job in the county was as an aide and interpreter for the police in the 80s. Still identifying as an immigrant, she was adapting to a new country, a new language, culture, which in so many ways was different from Bolivia. Here, she experienced discrimination firsthand and decided she had to work hard to advance herself in the lucha for those in the county facing similar obstacles. In the 2000s, she worked as a crime victim assistance coordinator in the 4th District. Here, she worked as an advocate for victims of homicide, assault, and other violent crimes. This humble but important work was most evident throughout the 2002 sniper attacks. She would go on to be named Latino liaison for the chief of police in the media services division. In this newly created position, she went from direct service for her clients to appearing on Univision or Telemundo to give important press releases or host regular programming on Radio America or Montgomery County Cable, because she knew that she had to share this important information to the Spanish-speaking community on things like pedestrian safety, how to cooperate with law enforcement, and other important topics. She had to adjust to become a figurehead to the community on a public level in order to reach as many people as possible for the good of the community. She helped create a Latino liaison committee where law enforcement would meet monthly with community leaders throughout the county. A petite but unstoppable force, charismatic, fearless. Her body struggled to keep up with her mind and her heart and her spirit. She was sheer will and determination when she was focused on something, when she knew something needed to be done and there was a need that needed to be met. And she was the personification of Christ-like love. Her love of Jesus, her faith, this guided her. This was her compass. She was inspired by her culture and her country. She was proudly Bolivian. Everything about that country gave her life, gave her joy, taught her the meaning of living life amidst struggle, but making the most out of each moment, loving others. She dedicated her life to serving the community, undocumented families who deserved support, protection, and opportunity. She wanted to make sure that they weren't taken advantage of or treated as second class, but to have a voice, to have a role, to have dignity and belonging in the county. She knew that so many families had given so much to the county, and she wanted to make sure the county would give that back. She's an undeniable example of the power of love and service. Day to day for over 34 years, from the first day she worked as an interpreter to her last day working alongside the chief of police. She did what she loved, and she loved everyone. And with all of her being, she lived to serve others. She brokered healing and trust between the Latino community and the police over decades. She made strong ties with the Latino media and helped pioneer a new and much needed position that has given Latino residents of Montgomery County an important connection to the police and to their county. She was fearless, she was persuasive, and she spoke up to positions of power with respect and grace, but she was unapologetic about what she knew was the right thing that needed to be done. She is the pride of Bolivians and Latinos in the DMV. She was a celebrity, not just because she could be seen on TV, but because she genuinely touched and interacted with thousands, if not tens of thousands, of people and families in the county. And she lived doing what she was called to do, and she loved what she did. And she is without a doubt finally resting after having fulfilled God's call and her life's work. I am so proud of her legacy. I thank the county for recognizing her, and I believe we all need to continue to work together day in and day out to continue her legacy, to accomplish the goals that we know that she wants to continue to be accomplished.
Blanca was all about helping the community. She knew so many people and she cared so deeply about them. And even if she didn't know you, if you needed help, she was there to help and to follow up. She was an important bridge between the Latino community and the police. People trusted her, and they trusted her because she had earned that trust. They knew she cared deeply about each and every one of them. To Blanquita, as she was known, her job was not simply a job, it was about people's lives, and she touched and helped so many lives. Our community deeply mourns her passing, but we know that Montgomery County is a better place because of who she was and what she did. I'm appreciative of the opportunity to honor her work and remember her.